Hey boys, welcome to the channel. As you all know, Rockstar has released their first trailer for the most anticipated GTA 6. And boy oh boy, it's out of this world. It's buzzing throughout the social media. So let's get into the trailer and dissect it frame by frame. In the first scene, we see a beautiful sunset matching GTA Vice City theme back in 2004. We can also see a good amount of traffic on the road, some returning vehicles from the GTA 5, but we will talk about that in another video. In the background, we see a beautiful Vice City landscape and a prison. In next scene, we see one of the main protagonists, Lucia, in a conversation with most probably the jail warden. Their character models look crisp and detailed. From this scene, we can assume that Lucia will start her journey from the prison. In the next scene, we see the beach of Vice City with clean and transparent water making realistic looking waves. We can also see a big flock of birds flying by, which means we will see a huge diversity of life. The beach is heavily crowded, from which we can assume that Rage Engine will be able to support a dense population at a specific place and time. In the close-up scene of the beach, we can see hugely diverse population and pedestrians with clean and crisp character models. Then we see this huge Vice City landscape in the light of day with dense amount of buildings and beautiful volumetric clouds. The color scheme looks beautifully realistic. In the next scene, we see suburban swamps with the beauty of flamingos and terror of crocodile, which shows a huge biodiversity in the game. In the dock scene, we can see that trailers are unloading from the ship, from which we can assume in this game dogs will be living, breathing, working place, which can be confirmed by this moving cargo ship later in the trailer. The two characters shaking hands look as much detail as Lucia and the warden, so they might be important characters in the game. In the next scene, we see the views of Vice City during night time, and it looks mesmerizingly detailed. Different vehicles in the water, vehicles on the road, tool plaza and tennis courts can be seen clearly. Then for the first time, we see the nightclub with a female DJ and beautiful lighting. This might be the Malibu nightclub. Next scene shows Lucia in most probably a penthouse party, and once again we can see highly detailed character models. This also shows the growth of Lucia, and I think it creates a doubt in the mind of Jason, the second main protagonist, because later in the trailer we can see Lucia asking Jason for keeping trust. Then there is a compilation of social media influencers and content creators, which we will talk about some other time, but one thing we can see that animals would get into homes and other areas like markets and stores, which we can see a bit later in the trailer when a crocodile comes into a store. And the other thing we can see is a dense vegetation throughout. Then we see police in action that shows a working body camera during duty that will help them identify criminals later, even if they couldn't catch them on the spot. In the coming scene, we can see people taking part in a dirt race, so it's definitely coming to the game, and that's a good news for the dirt racers. Then we see Jason for the first time in the trailer, and it's clear that they have robbed a store, as the police are moving towards the effecti of the crime, which we can see later in the trailer when Lucia and Jason go for robbing different stores. Then we see dirt bikers moving around and police can't do anything, which shows that we will see bike gangs time and time again around the map breaking laws. And that's it. I hope Rockstar keep, improve and add things to this potential masterpiece. That's it for the videos. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.